Last week, Monday, I walked into Maitama District Hospital to get what I thought would be a regular ultrasound because I was having this unusual pain in my abdomen on the left side. So I was like, it would be safe to just get a scan. So when I went, the doctors did all the testing and the ultrasound, and they were like, I think you will need surgery for what we think is wrong with you. I said surgery. Me, surgery. I had surgery 2 years ago. I know the toll it took on me, the complication, the money spent, the toll it took on the people around me. So I do not want surgery. But they said they will put me in bed and just do further testing. I said, fine. So my first night in the hospital, I went around the hospital. I prayed like I've never prayed before. I cried to God. I said, God, this surgery is not going to hold. Worst come to worst, I will walk out of this hospital tomorrow and I will go to my house and I will pray if they insist on this surgery, and I will stay there. And if you say let it kill me, it will let it kill me. But if you say let it not kill me, I want you to show yourself to me. I want you to prove yourself in my life. There was no prayer I didn't pray. And that night passed. The next morning, I wanted to know if the surgery will hold or not. I was just hanging there because I was like, should I eat? Should I not eat? So the nurses came and be like, I think the doctor said they might have to consider other alternative routes. Hey, I jumped on my feet. I said, God, you have answered my prayers. But you still have to stay. So I said, fine. So that night, the following night, I still went around the hospital. I prayed again, like I was thanking God basically for hearing my prayer, for just everything he did for me. I was still crying because I was like, God, you heard me. Hey, you heard me. I was so happy. Then the following day, the doctors came out and were like, I think the surgery might just be the only alternative, the only option left. It's the safest one. That's the only thing that will work. There's no other way. I took this news really hard. My spirit went down. I was sad. And you know what? That night, when they told me this thing, I didn't pray anymore. Because I was thinking to myself, this is me being honest now. Whether God has disappointed me, whether God didn't hear my prayers, whether like I was mad, I don't know about God. And thank God I had the surgery. It came out well. I'm successful. I am here. I'm still in recovery. But what I'm trying to say now is, after thinking about it and also going back to God and even apologizing for me having that thought that I disappointed him, I just remember one time when I was small, I used to be very, very sick. I'm always sick, going to the hospital. So there was this, my youth fellowship leader. When I went to meet him at one particular time that I was having these challenges, he now told me that, Ele, stop using God like a departmental store. And that was the thought that came to my mind when I had my surgery and I came back. What were you expecting? God to do magic for you? You've not really had a great relationship with God. When I wake up in the morning, thank you, I'm out. In the night, Holy Spirit, thank you, I'm out. Have you really even tried to communicate, study his words? Yes, I'm not hurting anybody. Yes, I think, I'm not a bad person, I'm a good person. But that does not equate to having a relationship with God. So you cannot just wait for when you have a problem, then you come crying to God, and you will think it will just be solved magically. God will just say, hey, I dey fear this girl, make her solve her problem. Is that what you think will happen? And I am saying this because that is the kind of relationship that a lot of us have with God. We only go to him when we have a need. We only go to him and use him like a departmental store that we go to each eye when we have a need. If it's healing, we go to the healing section. If it's childbearing, God give me a child, we go to child section. If it's just whatever, I need a job, you go to that job section. We go to God only when we need something, and it shouldn't be so. If this incident that happened has taught me anything, is that problems are always lurking in the corner. I never would have seen this coming. I never would have thought that as I walk into that hospital, I'll be coming out with my tummy open with stitches. I never would have thought. There are problems all over, all around us. The devil is roaming about looking for who to devour. And I tell you, if you are weak, he will devour you. So do not wait for when you have problems that you will run to God. And it is why some of us, some of you, fall prey to this, all this thing that they are doing, all this caricature that they are making of Christianity. You keep door and tell you walk through the, you carry phone and say I'm calling God. If you have a relationship with God, you will not need anybody. If you will need anybody is to join hands with you and pray to God with you, not for you. You will not be falling, be buying things, buying water, buying all of these things. If you know God for yourself, you will not need all of those things. So as I am speaking to myself and as I am establishing this refound, renewed relationship with my God, I hope you do the same. Pray to God every morning. Pray to God anytime you have the need, not even the need to pray, just feel like the Spirit says, talk to God, just pray to God. In the night, you pray to God, you talk to God. If you don't have any need, just thank Him. If you don't have any problem, just say, Father, Lord, thank you for my life. Thank you for the opportunity, for the fight you fight for me that I do not see, the battles you fight for me. Do not wait for things to happen before you go to God. Or it will not, what sometimes what they call miracle, it's not really miracle. You just want to carry another gbese on top of your head. Yes, God performs miracle. Your faith can make miracle happen for you. If you have an established relationship with God, and you have a need and you say, God, I have been serving you in truth and in spirit, please, this problem, let it pass me. It will pass you. Miracle will happen for you. But if you do not believe in God, you don't have a relationship with God, one day you have one problem with big belly, you go to one crusade and they will bust it for you. I don't know how it happened. I am not judging anybody, but I'm telling you, if you shine your eye long enough, you will know that a lot of these things that people are falling victims to, you will not be falling to it if you just really have God in your life. Because God will not give you anything that He knows that you cannot face if you serve Him right and if you serve Him well. It's not about being a good person. It's not about sitting in your house. It's not even about going to church. You have to have a personal relationship with God. Study His words. Understand Him. God is within you. He's in your head. He's in your heart. He's in your soul. You see that thing that holds you back when you want to commit something, want to do something wrong. That thing they call conscience. Sometimes that is God speaking to you. Common sense sometimes is God. Use common sense. So stop falling prey or stop using God as departmental store like I was told then. So as I begin this journey, I encourage you to also begin that journey as well with your God. Have a personal, intimate relationship with God. Have faith in Him. Have trust in Him. Have belief in Him. And God will always come through for you. I know this video is turning long. I did not even plan to prolong it this long. But I hope that whoever needs this message, it gets to you and you just know that there is God and He will be there for you if you go to Him. If you stay with Him. If you stay into like I don't talk so much. Anyways, have a lovely day. I hope this message receives you well. Or I hope you receive this message well. I hope. Oh my God. All right, bye.